Guys, and welcome back to another video, and for the first time we're going to be train spotting at Kingsknowe. Yes, it's been a while since I've actually been here. I think the last time was actually last year when I was doing my least used station video. It was a tour. It was remember I used to do those tours of train station videos. It was one of them, but this is actually the least used station in Edinburgh, if you didn't know. So that's pretty cool. I think we have another train passing. I think it might be a freight train coming on platform 2. I think that'll be coming in a minute. But we just saw a class 385. I couldn't see because I had my sunglasses on, but that was on a service from Edinburgh Waverley to Glasgow Central via Motherwell. The next one we'll see is Edinburgh to Glasgow Central, but that's going via Shotts. There we go, that's the freight train on its way. I think I might be able to hear it. But anyways, I'll catch you when that comes. But also, anyways, let's start the video here at Kingsknowe. Enjoy! Alright, passing through now. I have no idea what it is, but I know it's on an empty stock movement, or it's an early Glasgow Central to Edinburgh service, which I think it is. I think the freight train might be passing later, or it's just got cancelled, because it said on real-time trains. This train is quite early. It left Glasgow Central at 15:03. It's now 1600, so it only took 58 minutes to get here. Nice tone. 38035! And there goes 38035 off to Edinburgh Waverley from Glasgow Central. And that was running a little bit early, I think. And as you can see, the pantograph was up higher than usual because these electric wires are very high, and they're not as low down as the Edinburgh to Dunblane and Glasgow Beach and other line services. Look, they're quite high, so the pantographs are like all the way up to the top minimum. So yeah, the level crossing is back open again. There is a level crossing at the station, which we're going to use to swap platforms. And Michael's also joined me today. There he is. Thanks for giving me a lift, Michael, to Kingsknowe. But anyways, let's walk down level crossing and see what's happening. So, at the station we have help point. There's no ticket machines at the station. We have another one. And then we have customer information hub. And even bike racks too, which is pretty cool. And a bin. And a quite smelly waiting shelter, and we'll see what's on the other platform now, as we have reviewed everything, including the passenger assist meeting points. While we're waiting for the Glasgow Central train to pass by via Shotts, Kingsknowe in Gaelic is Chinook or Knock a Grich. That is pretty cool. But anyway, I think we should have a freight 5 passing by in a few minutes. It's meant to be freight 5043, if I can remember, passing by from Edinburgh Waverley to Glasgow Central via Shotts. Let's see if it's coming round yet. Yes, it is. It's coming round the corner quite fast. So we do have to stand back. Beautiful! Michael just blocks my way there. But anyways, there goes 35043 off to Glasgow Central from Edinburgh Waverley. Is there a chance we can cross the level crossing before the Avanti, or are you just going to stay closed level crossing? Yeah, I think it's going to stay closed. So we'll see the Avanti Pride passing here. It's actually meant to be an Avanti Pride passing by from London Euston to Edinburgh Waverley 39119, which is pretty cool, and I can't wait to see that because it's been since December 2024 since I've last seen it, so it's been quite a while, so I'm happy to see that unit again. That train is probably passing, is probably between Curryhill and Wester Hailes at the moment, but it's on the approach to pass Wester Hailes and then to pass here in Slateford until it arrives at Haymarket and then Edinburgh Waverley too. London Euston to Edinburgh is such a long route, and sometimes always on a Friday. The 14:13 service is always delayed from Haymarket. The 14:57 from Haymarket going to London Euston, that is always delayed most of the time. But you'll be lucky if that train is on time. And also the Aberdeen service is also more delayed. The LNER to Aberdeen at 2:30 from Waverley. That is an absolute nightmare on a Friday. Hopefully we don't have any nightmares and 39119 can pass through the station safely. But I can't see it yet, so it's probably on the approach to Wester Hailes. Yep. Absolutely perfect. It'll be here in a couple of minutes. Oh, I'm so excited. There it comes. Let's take a good picture of this Avanti Pride. So I'm just going to do like a low down picture. There! Yay! Yay! So much pride! So much colours! Big photograph! Oh my gosh, that was absolutely incredible. Goodbye Avanti Pride train. Hopefully I get to see you next year. I hardly ever see that train, but I'm so happy I got to see it today at Kingsknowe. Oh, what a lovely surprise. Well, not a surprise because I checked on real-time trains, but a surprising shock here at Kingsknowe because it's an original 390 Avanti West Coast livery. So now I can just sigh from yaying and just relax for a bit until the Transpennine passes by. Oh, a grit box and another grit box. All these stations on the Glasgow Central line have grit boxes. How interesting. Now we can finally cross this level crossing. Beautiful. There we are at the middle. And there's the other way, it's going towards Wester Hailes. That's going towards Slateford and Haymarket and Waverley. Also Glasgow Central, London Euston and Manchester Airport are that way. Here we are, we're at Kingsknowe. Let's go up this path. They're quite different platforms because the platforms are like the same, but they're just like all the way down there and all the way up there. So it's sometimes quite a hassle. So yeah. At least we have some posters to entertain us and help points, oysters and whatsoever, grit boxes and bins and more travel information. Oh, a new sign. Please do not put stock waste or house waste in bin. CCTV are recording. Those responsible will be reported to the British Transport Police. Oh, they're in trouble, guys. They're in trouble. Look, an S car stop marker on there for the trains that come down there. There's never a train on platform 2 that goes towards that direction. Is there a platform 2 sign? Yeah, I thought there wasn't, but at least we do. And then we have the S car stop here. And guess what? Not when going that direction, but all of the trains stopping going in this direction. The driver has to get out and has to open this up with a key. Inside there, it says, driver press the button for 5 seconds and that will close the level crossing. So that's a pretty cool fact at Kingsknowe. Look how many cameras are up there. There's like about 5 cameras. It's probably because there's not a lot of cameras on platform 2, but only 1. So that's where probably all the cameras are controlled, probably because it's easier to put up. Because that is actually nature forests and gardens over at these 2 sides and the Union Canal, and they don't want the signs to be falling onto there. So yeah, I guess I can just sit down on this bench. There's actually 2 different benches, one like an old bench and then a brand new bench, which looks pretty nice, but it usually gets all the birds' poo on it. Here's the wooden bench, the original bench. I really need to sit down. Do you guys remember this funny meme? That is the crazy music channel music. Chicken, banana, chicken, banana. Please don't call me an idiot, guys. Owen's favourite song is I Am a Gummy Bear. Are you a gummy bear? The Gummy Bear song. He loves it. Of course he'll whistle. Well, my favourite song. Oh, that's a hard think. Oh my god, I don't know. But probably Euston music because it's so good. Well, I do like Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, and Maria Kowalska, which you all know, who sings this song. Sing my boy, sing my boy, sing my boy. Get together, should the day what's that boy just got. I'm one of her biggest fans, probably, in Scotland. So yeah, I love listening to her music. I love listening to Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran. All very good singers, of course. Some services to Glasgow Central call it Cambuslang. Most of the trains skip, but sometimes they stop at Cambuslang just for the sake of it. Michael's favourite song is Last Train to Glasgow Central by Billy Connolly. Oft! Looks like these level crossings are closing.
Fast train approaching.
There they are, they're all closed up. There's the second one going down. There's 2, but one goes down at once, the other one goes down now. This will be the Transpennine Express Class 802 coming from Edinburgh Waverley to Manchester Airport. Okay, where's that Transpennine Express 802? Hurry up and come round the corner, silly. That's the next train which meant to be passing by in a minute. It's probably passing Slateford, which is just round that corner. And when you turn around the corner, oh, here we go. A beautiful 802 about to pass by to Manchester Airport. Here we go! Yay! And off it goes, off flying away to Manchester Airport from Edinburgh Waverley. What a nice moment. Okay, guys, arriving in now will be the 1629 ScotRail service from Glasgow Central to Edinburgh Waverley. Michael, can you please move to the side while I record this train arriving in? Thank you very much. Here we go. Do you know that 6-car trains cannot fit onto the platforms here? So sometimes when there's a 6-car train on platform 2, some of the carriages are on the level crossing. Pretty hilarious. Anyways, that's not going to happen because it's only 3 carriages. 385 008. I've not seen that U in a while. At least the train is pretty quiet and not too busy. And there is beautifully arriving at the station. Alright, about to depart now will be the 1629 ScotRail service from Glasgow Central to Edinburgh Waverley for the 385 008. Off it goes. And off it goes, beautifully going off to Edinburgh Waverley from Glasgow Central. Sorry about the camera, guys. What a beautiful sound. Alright guys, it's time to end the video there. I want to say thank you so much for watching. I really did hope you enjoy. If you want to see more season 3 episodes, make sure you like and subscribe, comments down below, and we will see you in the next episode, guys. Goodbye guys, see ya!